Welcome to Ajisha's Tuition, where learning made easy.
In this channel, we are going to learn basic mathematics and physics. If you like our video lectures, give us like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Happy learning!
In this video, we are going to see about algebraic expressions for grade 8. Algebraic expressions are mathematical expressions that consist of variables and constants. These variables and constants are combined by using mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now, alphabets are used as variables. Here, any alphabets can be used as a variable. Here, these alphabets do not have any definite value, so they are called variables. For example, if you take x as a variable, the value of x may be 10 or maybe -5 or maybe 6, etc. Whereas numbers are called constant because these numbers have definite value, so these are called constant. Here one of the example for algebraic expression is 4x square plus 5. Here 4 and 5 are numbers and x is a alphabet which is a variable. In this expression, the 4 that is number and a variable that is combined by using multiplication and addition. Here 5 is called constant of this expression and x square that is x is the variable and 4 is called coefficient of x square in this expression. Now here this expression that consists of 4x square and 5, these two are called terms. Here normally the terms are of two types. They are like term and unlike term. Now for knowing about like and unlike term, here you can see two terms. One is 5x, comma, minus 7x. For identifying like and unlike term, first we have to check what are the variable. In the first term, x is the variable. Second term, x is the variable. Here, both are same. If the variables are same, then we can call these terms are called like. You can see one more example. 7x square y, 15x cube y. Now in these two terms, you can check what are the variable. X square y, here it is x cube y. In the first term, the variable x power is 2, whereas in the case of second term, the power of x is 3. That is, both are different. If the two variables are different, if the variables are different in these two terms, then we can call the terms are unlike term. You can see one more example. Here 3xy, comma 7ab. In this case, the variables are first one is for the first term it was xy, for the second term it is ab. So here x and y that is entirely different from that of ab. So we can say these are unlike term. Okay, so here for identifying like and unlike term, we have to check only about the variables. If the variables are same, then that term is called a like term. If the variables are different, then the term is called unlike term. You can see one more example. Here you can write 5ab cube, comma, minus 10b cube a. In these two terms, we can identify the variables. Here for the first term it is ab cube. For the second term it is b cube a. Or first term a, the power is 1. For the second term a, the power is only 1. For the first term b, the power of b is 3. For the second term it is also 3. So we can say that in the two term the variable is same. That same, the power is also same. So we can say that these two terms are called like term. An algebraic expression is called a polynomial. At that time, that expression should satisfy certain condition. We know that algebraic expression consists of constant and variable. The variable of that expression that should not be in the denominator. The variable of the expression, that is the power of the variable that should not be a negative number. The power of the variable that should not be a fraction. The variable that should not be a square root or a cube root, but the constant may be in any form. Now we want to identify the polynomial. For identifying the polynomial, we can write on polynomial on algebraic expression, that is 5x square plus 7x minus 8x divided by y. Now we want to check whether the given expression is a polynomial or not. For that, first we have to check what are the variables. So here this is the first term, that is x. Here also x. Here x by y. In that last term, the variable is in the denominator. If the variable is in the denominator, then we can say that the given expression is not a polynomial. We can see one more example. 10x cube y plus 5 by 2 xy. Now we can check the variable. We can check the variable. For the first term it was x cube y. The second term xy. The variable is, the power is non-negative. The variable is not in the denominator, and it is also not a square root or a cube root. But the constant is a fraction, that is not a problem. We have to check only about the variable. If the variable is normal one, then we can say that the given expression is a polynomial. You can see one more example. Square root of xy plus 5xy plus x square. Here, so in this expression, the variables are, for the first term, the variable is square root of xy, second one xy, the third one is x square. But for the first term, the variable is a square root term. So we can say that this is also not a polynomial. You can see one more example. 32 x power 1 by 2 plus xy plus 5x square. Here in this case also, for the first term, the power of the x square, that is a fraction. If the power of variable is a fraction, at that time also this is not a polynomial. But we can say that in another expression, 3 by 2 x power 4 plus 5 x square plus 3. In this case, the variables are x square, the variables are x power 4 x square. The variables, the power is non-negative, it is not a cube root, the variables are not in denominator, so we can say that the given expression is a polynomial. So for identifying whether the given expression is a polynomial or not, we have to consider only the variables. We have to check only the variables. If the variable should not be in the denominator, that is, should not be in the form of x by y, or we can say that power of the variable that should not be x power minus 2, or the variable that should not be square root, okay, or the power of the variable that should not be a fraction. If that polynomial that satisfy these conditions, that is, if the polynomial does not consist of these variable, then we can say that the given expression is a polynomial. No need to think about the constant term. Whatever the form, constant may be a fraction, constant may be a square root, or constant may be in the denominator. Then there was not a problem, but we have to consider about the variables. Variables power should not be negative. The variable power should not be negative. Power should not be a fraction. It should not be in the denominator, and the variable should not be a square root and a cube root. Then we can say that given expression is a polynomial.